I don't know, the way he
Well,
talks.
it's now out of the Middle East, and it's now gone to Western. So I think a lot more people are going to be interested, because, I mean, if you look at Red Dead Redemption, it didn't get very much hype when it went off, but loads of people picked it up because it was fun.
Yeah.
And looking at this game's going to do exactly the same, but it's going to start off with a massive hype at first hand. So
Which
I wonder what the sales are going to look like for this.
I think it's going to be, well, I'm going to go ahead and quote it now, that this is going to be the #1 sales out of Assassin's Creed series. It's going to have the best sales overall.
Just reading Marcus's comment in the chat. He's worried how the game's going to connect with the whole end of the world.
That's what I mentioned at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what I figured, since the game was coming out October 31st and December 24th, or what was it, 23rd, 21st? Okay, I couldn't remember exactly. But the developers said they were trying to get the game come out on this day specifically, or at least beforehand, so they can connect it with the end of the world stuff. Now, one thing they didn't show at all in the entire trailer, which I
Uh-oh. I think we lost Joe. Oh no. And Stu's on mute, and there's a problem with the call. Anyway, we'll get them back here in a second. We'll go through and watch a little bit more of the trailer again. But I mean, really, to be honest with you, I think
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine.
Well, like I was saying at first, when they were originally showing this, they didn't show much of Desmond at all in the trailer.
No.
I mean, there was no showing of him at all. People thought that they wanted to, well, they were saying they wanted to put a lot more Desmond into the games, because previously it was more about your character, Ezio or Altair. It was more based around those characters that were in the Animus, rather than being based around your character too much. Now they said you're going to get a lot more gameplay with Desmond, which I think is going to be cool, but this trailer really hasn't demonstrated that. Most of it's been as the new Native American man. I'm not sure what his name is.
Another thing that I just noticed, actually, is in the very beginning you see all the battles going on, right? And then all the explosions from the cannonballs and stuff like that, and you're going to be running in between these battles of, these two different, the redcoats, and go figure, us on this side as Americans, but you're gonna have this battle going on between these two, and like he said before, that he's an outsider but an insider kind of, and the way that I think that I see this is that he is he's an outsider due to the battle that's going on. He has no part in the battle, and he's an insider because why? He's a Native American. So he knows, it's his land, pretty much.
Oh yeah, I think he's just basically going to start picking up jobs for the Americans and start working for them. At least it's the way it looks in the trailer to me. Other people could have different opinions about that, though.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see what exactly happens.
Oh yeah, I think this would definitely be a buy for me on day one, just specifically because I want to finish the story. I want to know what happens to Desmond. I want to know if he finishes everything, if he fixes himself, if the end of the world is actually going to happen. These are key points that a lot of people are wanting to know, and they weren't really answered in this trailer, but they did show a lot of the gameplay mechanics, which a lot of other people were wondering as well.
Yeah. So I cannot wait to see what happens with this game. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Any points that you saw? Apparently, they're coming to get me. I didn't know. Apparently, I've shared off too much of the trailer. Yeah, the joys of living in a city. So, like, Any other points you want to throw out there about this, like in the trailer or anything like that?
Nothing really I could think of, no. Other than it's coming out on Halloween.
Yeah, which is unusual. I'm not, like, I really did not see that game coming out in October. I thought it was going to happen December-wise.
I thought it was going to pull a November release, but the thing is, it's coming out, as Stu said earlier, about the same time as every other game coming out. So I think it's going to pull sales, I think, early because it's going to be coming out before Halo and COD. But then I think maybe after a week, it'll probably just slow down a lot. At least I would think so.
I think so too. I think so too. I think that it's either one or the other. Either you get out early and beat the big games that are in. Not saying that this isn't a big game. I'm saying, but you're going against Call of Duty and you're going against Halo 4. So that's going to be a big thing. To go against with those. One, returning to the Halo series. Number two is Call of Duty, and they're already speculating that this Call of Duty coming out, Black Ops 2, which we did a breakdown of a couple weeks ago, is that it's going to be one of those games that's going to be. I think it's going to break records again. I really do. I think that that's what that game has done is what Modern Warfare did on the first edition, because it kind of modernized it. Now they're going to modernize it again, make it futuristic. But this game, I definitely I need to go back through and beat the other ones. Have not got to do that. But I'm a type of person where I like with the God of War series, I went through and beat all of them together all at once. So kind of did a marathon, kept myself going.
I couldn't sit there for a marathon and play a game for like 24 hours straight, man. I could never do that.
Oh, dude, 8 hours on the first one, 8 hours on the second one, 8 hours on the third one. Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I love those games.
My attention span doesn't stay in that far unless it's a game that really just stays with me, and I have a lot of friends around me that play it all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that completely. And a lot of times, guys, the reason why we do breakdowns of gameplay is trailers for games that are just showing cinematics and stuff like that. You can't really get a feel. It's like it's cool to tell the story of it, but it's really not doing like the game justice, I guess you could say. Ooh, it's pretty cinematics, but it's not showing me gameplay, which is going to be where I'm going to spend most of my time, unless it's Metal Gear Solid.
The entire game is based around cinematics.
Exactly.
But personally, I think on the front of Assassin's Creed 3, I think they need to put out some more trailers and show more from the Desmond side, like they were trying to demonstrate at first when it comes to this game, and then it would at least catch me back on as to where exactly the story is going to be going now. I mean, from the end of Assassin's Creed Revelations, you could see where the story was going after that, not giving any spoilers, but they need to extend upon that and explain what's going to be happening in the next game other than just showing the Native American side back in the Animus.
Yeah. So maybe that's the other trailer that they're going to show. You know what I mean? More they're showing this to give the gameplay of what this is, and then more of the Desmond side later on or something.
Yeah.
Not to give too much away on it, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I think that does it for us on the breakdown of this side. I'd like to thank Joe for stopping in and help us break this down a little bit. Stu, as he shows his Master Chiefness off there, for also helping out, and for you guys out there watching the live edition of this, we actually produce this live now that I actually have internet that's actually working. So if you're watching the live edition, be prepared tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for Arcade. It is coming back tonight. A lot more news coming. So, and don't be surprised if you don't see this trailer tonight also there. So, alright. Well, Joe, thank you so much, man. And Stu, thank you so much, Stu.
He's kind of there. He's on the phone.
You don't talk to me, Master Chief? Is that what it is? Is it because I don't want to play your game?
Whoa, hold up. Sorry, mailman dog. Calm down, dog.
All right. Well, apparently we're getting special packages on this side. So, all right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this breakdown, and we will be doing more of these. So, check out lagspike.tv. If you haven't been there before, you need to definitely go check that out. www.lagspike.tv. Also, like us on Facebook. It's going to be facebook.com/lagspiketv. And if you don't like Facebook, then guess what? We got a little bit of Twitter. It's twitter.com/lagspike_TV. Because I can't put a dot in that crap. So, all right, guys. Thank you all so much, and we will see you here later on tonight or in the future. All right. Take it easy.
Guys.
Bye.